open the cover of the carriage. So first we go to the right side. This is the right side. We go to the right side top. Here we can find 4 screws. We need to loosen it to open the cover. After we install the cable and also we install the ink and the print head, we need to install back. This is the protection cover. Then we take out the cover. Now we can see the top carriage. The top carriage here. And then we go to open the cover at the front. And also the big front cover. Open it. And we loosen the screw here. We just loosen it. And then we open the front cover. We loosen the screw here. And at the right side, we can move the carriage out of home position. And then we loosen the screw here. And then we install back, push back. We open the front cover. And then we loosen the 2 screws at the front. Then we can take out the front cover. We move to the, we can rotate this. First we must be power off the printer. The printer must be power off. Moving down the cap station. Then we can take out the carriage. And we can take out the front cover. Then we can see here, this is the carriage. This is the ink damper and ink damper switch for each color. And this is the sub ink tank for white ink. If your print head is Epson 1080, then it will be all connected with the ink damper. And also one is for white ink in, white circulation in, and another one is for out. White in and white out. Here. So here's the carriage. And this is the white print head, white ink damper, always white. And here is for color. The ink flow is for K, C, and Y. And this varnish, always varnish. Like this. After that, then we go to pull back the carriage to home position. And then we can take out. And also, we need to loosen the screw here, this side. What's that? We loosen the screw here. We need to open the cover now. And here. And the last one. here. Then we pull back the carriage to home position. Install back, and we can take out the cover at top. Then we can see here is the carriage board. This is the optical cable connected with the main board, and some sensor cable and power cable. And here is for the plug for connect printing head. We can see each printing head have up down, have the mark left up. See here. Left down, right down, left up, right up. Also for this the same. The left down, right down, left up, right up. It's for connect printing head. Then we can start to install the printing head from the carriage board to the printer. Before we install printing head, we need to take out the ink damper holder. Remove the screw, for 3 screw, 1, 2, 3 for each. Then we go to move to other side. Like this way. Before we install printing head, we must be sure the edge of the cap station caps for left, right, front, back, all are at the middle of the top metal for each print head. If it's not at the middle, then when we do the cleaning, it cannot meet the same position of the printing head. So we need to adjust the position by adjusting totally the whole cap station or the small screw. We can move left, move the left carriage. We can also little adjust the 4 screw at the cap, each caps, 1, 2, 3, 4. The 4 screw for each caps. Then you can little adjust the caps vertical and horizontal. If the whole caps is off left, cannot at the middle of the carriage, then we can little adjust the screw here and here. Also at the right side to this, we can see the screw here. Here have a gap to move front and back here. So when we loosen the 4 screw at the left and right side, then we can adjust the whole of the cap station to front and back, to adjust position. And if for left and right, we can adjust the screw here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we can adjust all of the cap station to left and right. Normally the caps we already do the calibration. We finish the calibration before we delivery. But if you have little overlap, you can adjust as must be set. Anyway, when we power on the machine, we must be sure the carriage is at the middle of the metal. For each print head, the up, bottom, left, right, all must be at the middle to meet the same edge of the print head. Because later we need to install the print head on the top of this metal. Okay, now we start to install the print head. Before we install the print head, we must power off the machine. Please remember, we must power off. We cannot install the print head to the printer with the machine power on. It's dangerous. It will short the print head. The print head is very expensive. So please remember, we must power off the printer and waiting for about 10 seconds. Then we start to install the print head. Before we install print head, we must find out the connection map for the print head and the carriage board. Here is the carriage board. Have 1, 2, 3, 4 big port. And when it goes to the print head, here, carriage here, we have 1, 2, 3 port for print head. So print board, the carriage board, and print port. So also same as this map, the carriage board, 1, 2, 3, 4. So first we can see here, this is the first is the color print head here. Color head port have left down, left up, right down, right up, and we go connect to this print head. This is color. So on this port connect to this print head, and here is the wet print head. The wet head is here at the front with the red cable connect to the wet head, and this one is the varnish print head. The varnish print head is at the front. This is varnish print head. So we must know each cable connection between the print head and carriage board for each print head. This is very important. If you connect the wrong cable, it will make the print head and print not working or short print head. After we know the connection, then we need to prepare the print head, the original Epson 3200 print head, IS3200 print head, U1. We must use the U1 model. The U1 model is UV for UV using because the Starfire is UV DTF printer with the UV ink. So we must install with Epson IS3200 print head U1 or Epson F1080 print head. It is according to your configuration of the printer. And then we prepare for the branch and the print head cable go with the print head screw. And this is a stable demo print head. When we take out the package, original package from this wooden package, from the carton package, we will get the same print head like this. This is Epson's IS3200 print head. And if you not use the print head for a long time, or you need to make a stock after use, if you take out the print head from the cap station, you need to clean it, flush all the ink, stay with the print head. You need to flush it with the clean solution for each channel, and use the tuber to block for each connectors to prevent the air go inside to make the print head clog. So this is the print head after we remove from the original package from here. Then we see like this. And also we can see the print head have 3 holes, 1, 2, 3, and this one is empty. It's no connector, no screw hole. So we now start to install the print head to the printer, step by step. And also if we put the print head, we can see here is the nozzles. It's very small, tiny nozzles. We cannot scratch or touch or make dirty of the surface of print head. And when we hold it, we must put on the package with holder. And when we must put like this. We cannot make the print head surface touch with anything. We must put like this. But this way is wrong. Very easy to scratch the print head. We must put it this way. Then we start to install print head right now. Then we can see here have some connectors. This is the optical cable. Connect from the main board. And then here is the ink film sensor. And this is the lead sensor. And here is the anti-inclusion heat from here. And here is the power port. The power port for the carriage board have different label of different power. 42 voltage minus plus and minus, and 42 voltage is 42 voltage and 24 voltage. This 4 cable cannot wrong connection. Normally you not need to change it or touch it. And this one is 24 voltage. If you change the voltage, we short the print head and short the board. And here also we can see have some connect port for print head. And then here is the ink damper and ink damper holder. Then we can start to install the print head. Please remember, before we install print head, we must pop off the machine. Then we can start to install the print head. First, we install the wet print head at the back side. And we find out print head cable from the package. And also print head screw for backup. Each print head needed 2 cables, but needed 4 cables, 2 at the right and 2 at the left. So first, we open the package and take out print head. We install the print head this way. See, the print head has 3 screws. 1, 2, 3, and this one is no holes, no screw holes. Then go to the back side. The barcode at the front side, but this way. Then first we connect the print head cable. This is genuinely Epson print head, Epson 3200. And the printed surface, we cannot touch it by finger or scratch it or get dirty. We must keep the print head surface clean. We connect print head cable. First is the down cable, pin at this side. We push to the bottom. And we take out again to check if it have a liquid or any dust. We must be sure the pin is connect well. And then is the top. Connect it this way. And then another side. And then connect like this. Double check the connection. After we connect it, then we put the print head this way. And then we take out the holder by the wrench. First, we must remove all of the holder. You need to check the capacitation position. We need to take out it and put it at the other side, and also for the front. put at one side, and also for the last one. We put back the cover because we want make the damper fixed during delivery. So once you get the machine, you need to take it out before you install the print head. This is the ink damper holder, plastic one. Put it by one side. Be sure the screw will not take it out. So after that, we can find out they have 3 holes for connect the print head and the damper holder. Then we need to, right now we must remove everything from the table. Remove everything from the table. The print head, the cables, the screw, everything we must remove from the table. Then we need to power on the machine again. Then we go to the back side of the machine and we power on the machine without print head installed. We connect the cable back. Then we go to the front. Because we want to check, we need to read the alignment for the cap station position. And then also we must be sure the emergency button is out. Then the carriage starts to move and go to home position. Then the table goes to backwards for self-testing. And then we're just waiting for the cap station moving up. We must be sure the gap between the hole and the cap station must be exactly the same position. So for here we can see the gap is different. The gap is bigger, the gap is smaller. Then we need to read the adjustment, the cap station, to make sure the cap station, the caps, 3 caps, are the same position between the black rubber edge and the metal edge. Must be same edge at back side, front side, left and right side. We can remove out, place left. Then the carriage back will move out. And then we can read the adjustment, the cap station, and loosen the screw, 4 screw at different position. To loosen it and then move the position of the caps to be sure the 3 caps are same position of the hole. Normally the caps is installed where the caps is alignment with good alignment before delivery, but maybe sometimes for the loft delivery the caps or the carriage will loosen. So we need to double check and do the calibration again before we install the print head. Because if we put the print head, it will be hard to see. We cannot see the gap between the caps and the cap station. If we have the wrong connection, then the caps cannot hold the print head wear. So when we do the head cleaning, we cannot have the ink coming out. So of course we cannot have a good not check print or that print job. So we just loosen the screws from here and here, all the 3 screws at each caps to be sure the cap station match with the print head good. Then we pop off the machine and we install the print head. So this is very important. So if we do the little alignment adjustment by the 3 caps, we still cannot match a good position. Cannot get the caps at the center of the print head. So we can remove the cover by loosening the screw to open the front cover. Then we can take out the metal cover. Then we can see the caps here. The caps. So we can little adjustment the screw here. We can remove the caps to front by the screw here, and also at back side, another side, 2 screws. This one and this one. We can move the carriage to front if we have the wrong connection for front and back. So we can loosen the screw. Then we can push down the emergency button switch. Then we can pull the carriage to the position. And also, before we alignment, we can move up. There's a belt here. We move the belt up. But not match print head. Not scratch print head. We don't repeat because we hit it here, so the anti-corrosion system is working. So we can release from the software later. We move out, move the carriage to home position. And then we see if the front, we move the caps to front, the whole system to front. See, we can move it. We move to the middle position. So we must be sure the gap between the caps front and the back is the middle. Normally we just already finished the alignments. Then we lock back the screw. We pull back again to check the caps at the middle. Still a little bit. and must be strict. The same edge. We move to front a little bit. Now, the front and the back, the same edge that we lock. The 4 screw lock back. Then we go to power off the machine and power on again. Power off and waiting for several seconds. And then power on again. To let the machine find the home position automatically. We must release the emergency button. Then we can see now it's at the same edge. Left, right, front, back, the same edge, same gap for each. Just be sure the metal this white position must be at the middle of the print head position. Each caps must be central. Otherwise, if we put print head, we cannot have a good not check, and the ink cannot pump out fully. So this is the procedure to adjust the cap station. 3 caps before you install print head. First little adjustment, the small caps. If small caps cannot get the good position, I will open the cover and we adjust the whole caps position. So after we already alignment the 3 caps, the gap between the print head port all are at the middle, at the central, for front, back, left, and right. We already make the alignments ready. Then we can start to install the print head. Before we install print head, we must be sure the machine is powered off. Then we move the carriage out of home position first. Place left. Then we also move the table to front to place the feet. After that, then we go to the power switch. We close, switch off the machine, take out the cable, and place for several times, and then keep power off like this. Please remember, we must power off the machine before we install the print head. Then we go to the print head position, and we start to install the print head. Before we install the print head, you must find out the paper that goes to machine delivery. Here is a show the Alpha Max 6250 I3200 print head, the printer correct head cable connection, and ink damper flow. So from the paper we can see here, this is the wet print head. Wet print head. And this is the color, it's the varnish. Same as here, wet, color, varnish. and also have 4 adapter boards at the carriage board from here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So here is for connect with color print head, the 4 cables. The first one is color print head, and this one is for connect with wet print head. It's wet print head, and here the 4 is for connect with varnish print head. Here, so color, wet, varnish, same as color, wet, varnish. And this one is no connection. It's empty because the printer only used the 3 print head. So after we fully understand the wire connection and the ink tuber, this is all for wet, and this is for KCM wire for damper. This is all varnish. After we fully understand this connection map, then we start to install print head. First, we connect the cable as this. We connect it again. Find out the print head cable goes machine delivery. Then we find out print head. Here, this print head. We install the print head by this way. So we can see here the print head have 3 holes. 1, 2, 3. But this one is empty without any connection. So we hold print head by this and we install print head by this direction. And also the barcode is at the front. So we just connect print head cable. First is the left is the right up. This is right up. Then we connect the right down. This the right down. Then we connect the left to find a print head cable from the package. This is the left up. And then the left down. Before we install the print head cable, we must be sure the pin is flat, without scratch or dirty. And when we put it inside and we take it out, we check if it is have any liquid. If any liquid, we must make it dry, like this. So each print head have 4 cables: left up, right up, right down, and left up, left down. 4 cables. Then we put print head to the printer port as this, like this way. And then we find out the white ink damper, the holder. We put the holder to the print head position as this. As this. This one is no connection. Same as this. As this way. Then we loosen back the screw to the printer with same connection. Make the same position. not too tighten first time. We just lock it first. Then we make the print head flat, not bent. Need to adjust it first. Then we lock. And also, before we lock, we must be sure the damper can be good connection. We must move out the tape first. So before we install this holder, we must remove the tape. The tape is for protecting the damper for delivery. So we remove the tape, then we install back. Lock the damper and the print head together to the print head board. Not too tight the first time, just lock it. Later we must do some little adjustments. You can remove the tape first. So remember, we must power out the machine before we install print head. It's very important. Must be strongly recommended you. Strong, warn you again. Then we little adjustments a little bit to make the print head vertical and horizontal with the palette. Then we lock, fasten it. Not too tighten. Just lock it without shaking is okay. Then we try to lock the damper to be sure if the damper is connected where. If we put it back, it's going to be locked, then it's not loosened. That means connect where. Each damper we must try to connect. Here all can be connected back, can be pushed to the bottom without any shaking. So this is good connection. Then we start to connect the print head cable. This is very important. This is the wet print head. Wet print head. And we find out the paper again here. This wet print head here have two cable at the left and two tube at the right. The top left connect to the left up here. This is the left up and right up, left down, right down. Same as print head. And we find out the label. This is the wet print head here. Same as the wet print head here. So here we also can see the mark. Left up here, right up. And back side, the left down, right down. So we just connect as the map. So first we connect the left up. So here is the left up. We connect to left up. And then it's the left down. Left down, same as here, left down. Left down, we connect to left down here. This is left down. Then we connect the red cable. The red up, the top up. We go to here, red up. Then the red down, we go to back side, red down here. It's red down. So this is the wet printhead cable connection as this. After that, we can bend a little bit the cable to back side. Later we can bend together. Then we start to install the color printhead, the same procedure. We find our printhead, and also we connect printhead cable. We also must be sure it's no liquid. You can try to connect, and we check there's no liquid. Maybe sometimes because inside have some liquid for keep weight, so you must double check it's clean without scratch. So this is the left, red up, and then red down. And then left up. It's the left up. The pin go to up position. And then left it down. The red down. Like this. Then we put to the color port here. We hold by this. And then we find out the number for color is here. This color. Install the color printhead like this way. Here is empty. We block by this selection. Then we lock back the screw, same as the wet printhead. Also because we lock, we must also remove the tape. We must remove the tape. Don't forget, tape is for protective damper. Sometimes easy to forget. Pay more attention to that. Let me look back. Also, we must be sure the printhead is vertical and horizontal, not overlap. Try best to make the vertical and horizontal. Then lock back. And fasten it. And also we try to connect the dampers to be sure all the damper can be pushed down with good connection, as this. Or connect weird without a shaking. So this is the color printhead. Then we start to lock the printhead cable. We find out the map again here. The color printhead is go to the left. This position, same as go to the board, this port. So we find out the left top, left up. This is left up. We find out left up, this one. to connect with here, and then left down. Here's left down. You can find out left down here. It's a left down. We go to this position. Then we go to right up. We find out here. It's right up. Find out here. Then right down. Go to here. It's right down. So this is the carburetor head connection. Then we start to install the varnish. We also put the varnish. Before install, we must connect the pin head cable. Same connection. Left, right, bottom, and right top. And the left bottom and left top. Must have good connection. To double check, no wrong connection, no bending. Then we put print head to the port like this. And then we find out the varnish damper here. We find out the screw. We got the screw package. The lock. Here also must look like this. Here's empty, no holes. Let me lock back. Also must not remember, don't forget to remove the tape. This is very important. Otherwise you will block connection. Let me lock back. Lock back the 3 screws. Like this. And also, before we tighten it, we must adjust the vertical and horizontal. Then we lock it. And then we try to lock the damper to check the damper if we can push down and connect it. Connect down and lock, no problem. And we connect the last varnish print head cable. See here, the map from here, varnish print head, same as this port from the board. This one. Then first we connect the left up. It's left up. Find out left up here. Then left down. Left down here. Also must be sure that all the connect wire. Then right up. This one. It's right up. And then go to the last one, right down, here. Then we can try to process the cables, one cable by one cable, to make it not too ugly. You can make this to bend it. You can make the cable bend a little bit to make the good connect, good enough gap for each pin. Bend a little bit, but not damage the pin. This way. Bend it a bit. Like this. Then we take it up. Then we can put back the cover. So double check all the connection again before you power on the machine to be sure there's no wrong connection. Wrong connection will short print head, short machine. We're not happy. This is really important. Don't forget, every connection must be correct, same as must be video. Then we put back the front metal cover. We put back front metal cover. Before we put back, we must be sure all the cable will not bend the cover. Double check all the connections same as delivery. To make the cable, everything good connection as this. As this. You must pull up a little bit to make the edge of the cover same as the bottom. Otherwise, if we put it back from the cover will hit the table. It's better for move up a little bit for safety. Then we lock back the screws. So this is the whole procedure to install the print head cable to the board. To check the map again, no wrong connection, please, like this. So later we will start to fill ink to the damper.